This is not the most important thing, but you want to set your steering trim and steering dual rate to the middle position. Now the most important thing is to power it on. Watch and listen. Did you hear that? It set itself to center. If you don't power it on, you might have your servo off center, and when you put your servo horn on, it's going to be off center as well, and your steering will be out of whack. Something else? Pay attention to which direction the servo horn screws on to the steering link. If it's at the back, you don't want to take it off, set it on the servo, and then discover that you can't get to the back because of the steering link in the front. Now that the servo has centered, you can put the servo horn on as close to middle as possible. That's pretty good. Now you can tighten up your servo saver or your servo horn. Next, set your steering trim. I'll line my truck up on floorboards and make sure it's tracking straight. Don't go too crazy with messing with your trim. As long as it's pretty close, you should be good. There's enough variation in steering links, wheel wobble, even wheel tread that you're not going to get 100% correct. You don't want to waste your whole afternoon trying to get it perfect. Now you want to set your dual rate. And what I do is I look at some gap. So between the steering knuckle and axle here, watch the gap. It's a little bit there, a little bit there. So you use your dual rate knob to give it enough so that it binds a bit and then back it off, because you don't want your servo struggling. I found that hardly ever do you get the exact same gap on both sides. You just want to make sure that the servo is not struggling in the full steering position, otherwise it'll burn out quicker. And you're done.